You gotta excuse the background noise. If you guys are joining in, Miss Spores blame BR, so she's pretty loud. So we are back in Canny Valley again, and we're gonna carry on updating. I ran it a little bit and I wasn't satisfied, so we're gonna keep going here. So I have changed a little bit already. I was in here a little, and basically I put 4 of these up here, and then the 4 gas traps you saw down here, and 2 ceiling electric fields. Kind of makes these things pointless here. Maybe I should have one up here. Still think that would be pointless too. I don't think I could put one. Well, we could try one there and see. Maybe the spawn won't blow it up. Right. We'll put 3. See what happens. I guess we gotta put 4. Actually, 2 and 2, actually. Do this now. Yeah, so you're gonna put it so that I have 2. I had this nice little kickback box. They get thrown on here. So that's not a good thing either, so we're going to change this as well. So this will be a radical change, I guess. This is, I don't know, I'm going to make a big update today, so. We're going to start by that. So I think that's what I'm going to go with, this box like this. This is a potential flinger spot, isn't it? Actually, no, it's probably not because it's far enough this way, maybe? Probably. We'll try it. It's going to require a lot of testing. Probably could move that up tile, but I think I'm just going to leave those alone. This seemed to work pretty good. Hoping all these changes sure help. If anything, it'll just make it stronger. So we're gonna go over here, and I thought maybe I had some traps in my storage I could use. Not those ones. Not those either. Okay, I guess I don't. There's the rolls I want, but I don't want to use 144s. I don't have the schematic. Alright, so we are going to go with... We should put some reload on them because there'll be assassins around here. So go with 2 of those. 2 of these. I don't know what I want to do on the floor yet. Maybe we'll put a little spice in it. A couple of those. So we're going to put 2 dynamos. There's a new feature, if you guys didn't notice. Usually it would switch to just another trap type. Now it goes to your pickaxe. So if you were to come and have 2 wall darts like I do, when your stack is empty, you switch to your pickaxe, which I really, really like. I really like that. That's new. So I think we're gonna go... We'll put 2 of these as well, so 2 dynamos with reload. And actually, we shouldn't have propane problems. I've never seen propane husks here, so we'll skip the sound walls. We'll go with a little heavier ones. And just have a look here. 6 seconds. Is that the one I had? Yeah. 6-second reload. That's not bad. This is probably way overkill. So, and the reason actually, because I put these on the floor here, is you get some nature waves on this amp too. So, thought I'd try it. At least last time when I was in here, and I think it was like 16 or no, I can't remember the wave number, but one of the waves anyway was nature. So, and then there, man, she's loud. I'll be right back. Just hang on. I'm gonna go close the door. Sorry about that. Nobody watching me. Ah, it is getting pretty late too. So I think I'm going to leave this alone. And I even have it all the way down here. I can't see them going that far, but you just never know. So I think that should be all the changes I have to do around here. We'll leave the launchers in the light here. I've seen this tile get injured. I don't know why, but they maybe were thinking they wanted to beat on it, or they were trying to hit that floor. They could do that too. So, I did add these 3 pieces here back in. I had them taken out, but I put them back in. And there was actually walls there too, but I didn't go that far. Yeah, I think so. This is mainly for safety wave. So, and this technically would be 4 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here would be actually be 5 here, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3. Should be alright. And of course we have this. And I believe those are increased health. Yeah, it's 9,000. These are 7. So those are healthier walls as well. And actually, do both my dynamos have healing? I don't even know my own perks anymore. Yeah, okay, good. I always put healing on the dynamos because I use them for just this purpose here. Put them on block off and stuff. So you can't really use wall launchers anymore, because if you have a husk that's continuously beating on your block off, he's eventually going to get immune to the trap and just constantly beat on it, and the trap can trigger on him all at once. It's not going to do anything. So you got to kill him now. I don't think I'm going to put increased health on these walls, though. Should be okay. I've never really seen them beat on those walls anyway. So those extra layers I put could be not used. Alright. So now we come down here, and I kind of forgot to build around this thing. I thought I would have saved more structures in that, but I guess I did take out a lot there. I am going to get rid of that wall dart though, because I don't think I need that wall dart. Probably don't need that either. What is under here? Oh, that's a tire trap, eh? Probably do away with that as well. And we're just going to put a zapper there. We're going to attempt to make this a mini boss dancer. I think I need one more wall here and 2 cones on the back. Now I believe the reason being for the mini boss dancer. So let me upgrade this quick and I'll explain. I'm not 100% sure, but from what I can remember, I think this is how it goes. So basically, the mini boss is always going to target the walls around this little box here. And he will target, I believe it's this one. I think. Let's see here, I'm trying to use reference from a video I watched. Yes, I believe this is the wall they target. So what he will want to do is the mini boss will want to come in here, I believe, and go that way or this way. But they get kind of glitched out because these cones are on the outside here, so that's an extra layer. And I do believe when they come in here, they're torn between either coming in here and smashing this wall to get to that wall, or the other side, right? If they come in here to smash this wall to get to that one, or to go back out and go around and come in this way. So that's kind of, I think that's their dilemma, and that's what glitches them out. But I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe it's something along those lines. And I don't remember if you need both of these front tiles. I guess I'm one short, eh? Sure, I could probably strip an anti-air or two. We'll take 2 off, actually. You should always have a roof on your amplifier, if you can. It's usually recommended. And I was thinking about trying out a new tunnel, but I won't be doing that today. Maybe, we'll see. I think, considering how hard this amplifier gets hit, I think it's probably safer to have it like this. I would think. So I don't know if I'm going to get into all everything I want to do, but I'm going to sure try. There's probably some spots I can strip some damage off if I had to, but I'm just going to, I think I'm going to leave it like pretty heavy for now, and in case you get the random waves and all that stacked up on one. I think I had to do some changes here though, didn't I? 7,000. Yes. I have to do some changes here. 9,000. See, that's a healthy wall there. There's an increased building health wall spike on the inside. And that one as well. That one as well. That one not. And that one not. They might have... And they have dynamos on them. Let's see. This one here, I might. Which one is that though? That's the sound wall. It's hard to make a decision what to do. And I need a dynamo too. So I have a dynamo, sound wall. Oh, these all have wall spikes. Would like extra health on there, but they don't really come through that one. That one's pretty good. They come through here. Through that wall light, and through here, and out this side, and then they go this way, and into here. So we're going to change that next. We're kind of sticking around Flex Amp for now till we get all our changes done. Alright. Minus on the structures again. I really don't like that, but there's not a lot you could do. I could take some out of here, I think, maybe, but I'll leave it alone for now. So now we have to find one of these. I know it's a 3 impact, 2 reload. It's the increased building health is what I'm looking for. Maybe I got one with durability. No. Both heals. Yep. Yep. I don't think this is really well used, like a lot, but... And if you wanted, you could put a zapper there instead. That's okay, we'll stick with this. And, oh, we're gonna change that. Right. How do we get in there? Oh no, it's not this one. Okay, good. Because I made a wall light just for there. I went a little less impact. And a little more durability. And healing. So we'll see if that makes a difference. Now it's got a little more durability well, it's close to the same actually, I think. Let me look. Because I had this one on there, which is 105, which is all durability, 2 reload and effect. And this is what I put on there. 1 reload, 1 impact, 3 durability and heals. Should be good. This is mostly for the stun and a little bit just to kind of try to keep them off that wall. Reset them if it's possible. Well, I think we are done in here. Just have a little walk around, make sure we didn't forget anything. You know, I really could take that off. That's not really needed. we'll leave that alone for now. That's the next thing. Take one of those blocks away. So I did put in some traps here. I stripped them. Left the walls though. Almost seems like you need them. So, and actually, now that this has got a pretty solid connection, I can probably do that. That's this one too, maybe? That's a little scary, but how much connections do we have here? 1, 2. Oh, we should be safe. It's always best to save structures when possible. I'm very tempted to get rid of these. I don't want to though. I want to leave this open for now yet. They mainly walk across here and fall down here and come around like this. So those will get them. I think that's looking pretty good. But we are going to just check over here. Oh, perfect timing. Come back here. Oh, Husk can get up there. That's how husks get up top. Well, we better just change that. Oops. That's better. Hey, get back here. Now that I put that in. Probably. Should stay, shouldn't it? Yep. That's hopefully safer.
Can't.
I think that's better. I wonder if I should cover this spot here yet. on, tornadoes. Where are you guys? Oh, there they are. Come on out of there. Oh, that's the top one. There it is. Hey, how's it going? Wasn't really planning on missions today. I was in some earlier and I wasn't doing very good, so. Wonder if I should put walls here. I think I'll leave it. So I ran this a little bit. I noticed a lot of, still a lot of changes to be done, that's for sure. It's getting better. 13? Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good, actually. Couple more levels. I didn't do. I did. I think I did one mission in Ventures today. That was it. I just wasn't. I don't know. I'm not feeling missions today. I tried. I think I was too intent on getting this fixed. So then I did a little up here too. With some changes. This up here. I took all the launchers and stuff out. Probably don't need that many, but it's testing purposes, so I go over first and then take damage out as you don't need it. I pulled this wall dart out of here too. There was a wall dart here. This one's kind of, you don't really need anything here. Even that zapper. Tornado usually takes it off. Oh, 13's the weapon voucher? Oh, sweet. Then is it 15 for the hero voucher then? I don't remember what the Ventures one was. Sweet. There's nobody in the public lobbies. That's kind of funny. I thought there would be. Usually it's pretty busy in Ventures. And I usually just play with friends. Sometimes I play solo, but... Let's see, I think that's everything. Oh, I better check my other tunnel, I guess. The last one. I think I wanted to do something here yet. Yeah, I think it was this gas trap here, yeah. That's what I wanted to change. Oh, okay, nothing in 50. I could better use the other one. I don't even know if I had it like this before or not. I'm just putting this because I had a little extra here. This wall dart will still trigger all the way from here. It's 3 tiles. 1, 2, 3 tiles. So anything that steps here will trigger that wall dart. I was just going to put a plain old wall dart here, but a lot of the smashers actually like to come this way. They will walk all the way from here, this way, and path this way, and down here. So I like a little extra. They were getting down to here, and it wasn't even close to the end yet. It was only in the mid-20s. So that's, I'm going to change a few things. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to change this a bit here. Might leave that one though. I wonder, are they going to step on that tile? Probably just go like this. Nah, I'll just leave it alone.
Let's build.
I'll try one wall dart there, or dynamo. Those really aren't too great in the back. Look at the back end of tunnels, the electric fields. They don't do high damage or whatever. Because if you look at the stats, if you were to, well, let's count here. 1, 2. We'll make 2. Okay, so if you look at the stats, you have your, where's the damage? Oh, here it is. So it's got 157,000 for a zapper. Oh, it actually does stun them just a little. Crit hit damage is huge, but if you look at a electric field, you got way less. And same with the critical hit damage. So the reason being is the electric field is a 3x3 tile around the trap. Targets everything. Zapper targets one enemy and it just zaps them hard. So that's the difference in them two. The only reason that one is there, so it actually gets these 3 tiles here just a little bit. This is a hard amplifier. I'm always used to automatically switching back to my pickaxe. I'm not used to it doing it for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I might leave 2, 3, 4. I think this one. I think that one's got to go. And then maybe these 2. Oh, we'll test it. I have to test it. Safety wave comes in there somewhere. Destroys the floor.
I'll call you testing.
Maybe we'll just do 1 dynamo. Oh, 2. Yeah, there's the other one. I might just leave those empty for now. one's empty and this one is empty. That one isn't, but that one's block off. These are empty because safety wave's here as well. Either here, and it could be here, and it can be there. But it doesn't really park itself there that often. It's usually here. And that's on east, I believe, or south. Don't want to put it there. Like that, right? They might not like that little tight spot, but we're going to try that. Just to get that little extra. Maybe one of these will reload by the time they actually walk all the way around. It's more so probably the wall darts that will. I don't know what a reload time actually is on a zapper. 8.5, 12. Ooh. Yeah, it's probably advisable. 12 seconds is a big reload. Come on. Now this is mostly trapped just in the front end here. And this is mostly for safety wave. The safety wave will show up just there, and then I think it's 3 or 5. Maybe it's 5 tiles. They aggro on any structures around the little safety wave thingies. And I think it's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 5 tiles. It might only be 3. But so then there's wall lights here, 2 of them, and then zappers, because I had a lot of times I had a smasher come in here and try and take this wall out, and he'd start charging, so he'd run. So the wall lights are there to stun him, to get him to try and stop, and then zappers just to nuke him. In here, I don't think I'm going to put any extra. I don't really see a lot of smashers come from this side, so I think they take the middle tunnel. So we're going to stick with this. I think this is good enough for this amp. Why is this wall here? There. Could be because of this. And I did put a little bit here. And I watched spawns. So there's some here. There's none over here on this side. There's nothing in there. So it's all here. Here. And across here. This is the big chunk here. Lots here. Okay, come back here. Come on, go that way. I missed. Come on. I think we'll be safe. I was thinking about adding a wall dart here, but I think I'll leave it. Alright, we have to do little changes here. I already did some. This could be a connection, possibly. I'm not sure if a ramp or slant or whatever, a cone, I guess, cone classifies as a connection. So, because if I was to do this, that means that this wall connects to this wall. So that's not good. Because then that makes the husks think that all of this and all of this and anything that basically can touch that wall is part of your amp build, and it makes them just break your block off, and they'll just aggro on it right away, right from the start, just about basically. So we try not to have a connection between these tiles and these ones. So, but this might be, because if you were to put a wall here, that's a connection. So basically this is connected here on the floor. And even if you were to put that, that's a connection as well. And I think ceilings. So, and this doesn't, I don't think, because it's off the corner. But I already changed this up, I guess. I was thinking about taking that to a short wall and put a wall dart here. Because this one gets hit pretty hard if wave 30 hits here. This all disappears because the propane husks. So I put an extra sound wall down the center. So I had to pull a little damage. I was thinking about putting a second one maybe, but I don't want to touch these two wall darts here. They have heals on them, I think, and an increased building health on the other side. Because that's for block off, because I can't put anything here to add layering here, so. I probably could. Yeah, we'll do it. One more zapper. That is a good question. So for a weapon voucher. So I gotta think about it here. I'll go look in my menu at my guns here. And I will go through most of them here for you. I'll just get away from this waterfall. Okay, so basically, with a weapon voucher, it depends what your playstyle is. Let's see here. What do you need vouchers for? That thing's good, but it's really expensive on ammo. Like really, really expensive. I would actually suggest probably the Xenon bow. That is very handy. It's probably one of the best, better, really good weapons in the game, for sure. Unless you have one. What else is good? Pot shot is very good, especially for mini bosses and stuff. Floor flusher is one of the better assault weapons in the game as well. It's pretty strong. That's for what you can get with vouchers. Like the floor flusher, I think you can actually just get with flux. You don't need a voucher for it. But I believe the pot shot and the de-atomizer you do. Obliterator is nice. You can give it to one of your defenders, and an obliterator will shoot through walls and stuff. So that's pretty cool. What else? This is one of my favorite shotguns. It's the Huskbuster. It's a little cheaper to craft. It's not so expensive compared to other shotguns. You can see it's a little cheaper than this one, eh? 7 and 30, 1 power cell and 11. And then it's only 521, still a power cell, of course, and then 8. So it's a little cheaper, but the damage might be different too. Like, these are two totally different guns. So, and this one's God World. This one isn't. Well, the Hemlock's in the store today, so that's not really anything. This is a pretty good shotgun. The Dragoon. I don't know if you need a voucher for it, though. You might. I wouldn't recommend pulling a voucher on it, though. Dam Buster's really good. Well, not anymore, I guess, since they nerfed crowd control, but it has really high impact. It's good for, like, knocking a flinger back, like a mile. Well, not a mile, but you probably knock them back a couple tiles for sure. They go flying. What else? I'd have to go into the collection book to tell you, actually. What else is here for weapons? Maybe I have something. I did really like this weapon, the Cloudburst. When I was lower levels and stuff, it was really good. And also, where is it here? This one. This is a good shotgun for close range. It's got a real big hitbox on it. I think I have one crafted. There it is. Basically, the hitbox on it's huge. You can see it there or whatever. So, but it's really close range. Doesn't have a lot of range. So, but this one's pretty good. This was my favorite shotgun before I got into a Huskbuster. This was, yeah, you want to clear out a crowd. You clear them out fast. What else? A lot of people say the Last Word here is a really good pistol as well. I don't know about the Ghost pistol. I don't know. I don't have much experience with it. Pain Train's pretty good. You might have it though, because it was a Nocturnal Guardian's Will. Yeah, that's nice. I have one of them. Let's see if I can find it here. I just got it actually. I used my voucher. That's where I used my voucher, was for Guardian's Will. It's never been out since they first released it. So when they first released it, you could get the Guardian's Will, and it's never been back to the store. So, but Guardian's Will is basically what I use maneuvering wise, I would say. Like if you're a constructor or something, it's got the leap attack to it. So that's this. So if you're a constructor, you can always get on top of your builds if they're one tile high. And it has double movement speed, so you get a little extra. But Guardian's Will is very nice. Good Lion there that I was playing with there, he fights with his. So on the Nocturno, I don't think actually the Nocturno is in the collection book. I would have to look. Here, we'll just have a look here. Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think any of the Founders' weapons are. We'll go in the collection book and have a look here. Then at least we can go through all the weapons. Because I may have forgot some. Because there are some really good ones actually on there. And what else is good? I know the Wraith is a pretty good gun too. I don't know about recently, but yeah, I figured he couldn't get the Nocturno. It's like a Founder's weapons, eh? Like these things here. This one, the Revolt. That's a nice pistol if you have one. This thing's decent. And the Wasp, well, it's okay. Bearcat's nice though. So anyways, we'll have a look here. Oh, it's in the armory. Don't ever get one of those. Not worth it. Not much in here is actually worth it. The double barrels, I guess, worth it. And the Huskbuster, I guess, too. Nothing in here is worth it. The Tsunami, if you want to have fun. That's about it. The only thing I'll use my Tsunami for is if I want to stunlock a blaster. You just keep shooting him in the head, and he'll never be able to get you. It's got really good impact. You can kind of lock him in place like that. The Vintertech Seeker's half decent. It's so. This is nice. This is a good shotgun. Energy ammo, of course, but Neon Sniper's alright if you do a lot of endurance for peeking through walls and snooping on your builds without drawing aggro from distance. Helium Shotgun's good. The Argon AR is good as well. Even the Mercury LMG. Any of these are actually pretty good. Never really tried the pistol, but Noble Launcher, it's too expensive on ammo, I think, but it's still good. Neon Scythe, if you have like a Harvester or something like that, works pretty good. And then some people say the Krypton Sword as well is half decent. And then what else here? Yeah, there's some good ones here. This used to be a really good weapon, the Silent Spectre. I don't know if it still is or not. Ground Pounder's a decent shotgun. I'm not really sure about much of these though. The Tiger, I have one. It's okay. It does a good job. Like it's got the scope, so that's kind of nice. If you're like up against a lobber or something, that's a little bit of a distance. That's pretty handy. But I always find myself going back to the Xenon bow for some reason. Lightning pistol. This can be good if you get the chain lightning at the end. That's really good. The vacuum tube bow is also supposed to be back to getting fixed again, where the chain lightning works with Stoneheart Fair's perk. Supposedly, that's what somebody had told me. So, and it works good. Anything else in here though, well, some people say this shotgun's pretty good. The vacuum tube shotgun. Sniper's kind of cool. I like that one. And just for the way it works, it's kind of funny. And then, yeah, here's the Art Deco. But these you can just, if you want to research something, just cost you flux. And some weapon designs. Let's see here. Oh, yes. The Surround Pound is a really good one. And the Ear Splitter is really good as well. I like the Ear Splitter. That one gives you the I think it's 4 times. It'll stack 4 times the bonus on it. Yeah, this one. Yeah, stacks up to 4 times. Yeah, and it's good for farming too. If you were to use a loadout like, what's his name here? I'll show you. Something like this guy. If you have all these. And then Blast from the Past. And that removes your shield, and then that kicks in this guy here, his perk or whatever. You get 12 energy a second when you have no shield. So these are really good for farming, and especially if you have an ear splitter or something. But I mean, you can have the infinite anti-material charge almost. You know, you gotta wait a couple seconds or something for your energy, but it's not very long. It's almost infinite punch. So, but I mean, if you want to use an ear splitter or something and stand on top of a building, you can do that, and you'll go pretty close to right through the building, depending on the size. I mean, you're not going to search the stuff that's in the building, but farming-wise, it works like that. So, and then if you're going to farm with an ear splitter, oh, this one, you would want to. I guess I gotta go in my locker. You'd want it like this with full damage and 1 heavy attack energy efficiency, as opposed to something like this with a crit rating and crit damage build. For this would be farming, because the most damage the better. Typewriter? Yeah, Typewriter's a pretty good gun. Yep. It's probably one of the better SMGs, I would think. I think you can get it out of the collection book. Where's the typewriter again? Oh, I think it's maybe Holiday, isn't it? It'll take me forever to find it. Oh, maybe it's a military. There's too much stuff in the collection book. Yeah, there's the spy weapons. Not many of these are any good. The Browbeater's a good shotgun, though. That's a heavy, heavy one. I just gotta find the typewriter here, unless it's in the expansions. No. It's gotta be in here somewhere. This is a good shotgun as well. The brush off. It's supposed to be really good. Jack's Revenge is pretty good too, a lot of people say, but not really sure about that one. Spyglass as well is really good. Bundle Bus. There it is. It's in here, isn't it? Come on, Mr. Typewriter. Nope. Santa's Little Helper. There's a good rocket launcher. That's probably the best rocket launcher in the game. Ralphie's Revenge if you like doing headshots. Even the pop shot's actually a half decent shotgun. Frostbite's definitely not worth it. Under range weapon. Oh, range weapons? Is that where it is? Oh, there it is. Oh, sweet. Thank you. So there's the typewriter. I think it's pretty half decent. I have one. I've never really tried it. It's supposedly it's the same as a Papa Bear, or Papa Bear's a clone of this or whatever. I have the Papa Bear. I've just never leveled it up. I know Miss Spore uses it all the time. She loves it. So typewriter I think is pretty good too. Some of the black metal weapons are alright, like the Metal Marauder. This used to be the go-to weapon for the UFO in Twine for killing it till the Xenon bow came out. I think you can one-shot it if you shoot it like straight through the middle or whatever. If you're standing the same height it is and you shoot straight through the center line, you can get like 2 or 3 hits or whatever with the Xenon bow, and you can almost one-shot the UFO in Twine if you have high enough stats anyway. SMG. Oh yeah. What else is in here? The Black Blade, I think, is pretty good if you have like a Swamp Knight build. Yeah, we did that. We did a couple missions there. If you look up Mitch Robs there, he's got a couple of the AFK missions we did. There was a bunch of us. We did Swamp Knight, Eliminate and Collect. And then we did a 140 encampment with just emotes. And then the Eliminate and Collect was just AFK. Stand there and do nothing the whole video and pick samples, and we actually beat it. It was hilarious. So, but Swamp Knight's, he's pretty good. But you gotta watch though, like you can't do a full Swamp Knight build in a 140. You'll get killed. If you're like 116s, 108s and stuff like that, you'd be pretty safe as Swamp Knight. Spyglass, Typewriter, or Guardian's Will? I don't know what. I would say Guardian's Will. Well, that's a real toss-up, though. As a typewriter, it is nice too. spyglass I wouldn't think is that worth it, but the spyglass is pretty good too. Spectral blade is supposed to be pretty decent as well. Last word is, from what I hear anyways. The Blastotron Mini is supposed to be a really good gun too. The Baron, but that's just for speed and armor. Double Boiler is actually really good. That's a really, really good shotgun. That's about all in here that I know of though. I never actually ever tried any of these three. I had the schematics, but I just never ever tried them. And the last one's Stalwart Squire is supposed to be a real good shotgun. Yeah, oh, the Sir Lancelot. Well, that was just in the store too, I guess, but Sir Lancelot's good for poking mini bosses. Oh, not this. Not. It's like the spyglass. It's not the Yemen, is it? This one. A blue banner. Oh yeah, it is. That's this one. It's supposed to be pretty good too. I think it's a piercing one too, if I'm not mistaken. I believe its bullets pierces. Yeah. I just leveled mine up actually, or God rolled it or whatever. My Yemen. Yeah, I just rolled this one up yesterday, I believe, and I was going to use it for like Storm King, because you can put double damage to mist monsters and bosses, which is kind of cool. I wonder what it has for the last perk change. I'm not good at headshots, but I don't think that'd be very useful. I think this one would though. But then again, if it's piercing, well, you just shoot through. I'm not very good at the Storm King, so one of these days I'll get a party of people together. We'll maybe try it. But I know like that the guys are always using. We usually use the hand or a surround pound, one of the two, and then one of these for crystals. But I haven't fought the Storm King in so long. Alright, now what? Do we go back in Canny? Actually, let's go look in here. We'll go in Twine this time. My whole base needs to be redone, so it's all recycling, or a lot of it, and Epic's latest patch just messed everything up, so it kind of sucks. I think I was working on Devil Amp, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. The Yemen. Yeah, I think it's a pretty decent weapon. I mean, it'd be good for like bosses, that's for sure. Like a mini boss. I think it's mini bosses, yeah, and mist monsters. It'd be good for that, like smashers and stuff. You can probably no scope with it too if you had to. I mean, it doesn't have a scope, so. I built quite a bit in here already since the update, but it's still a bunch of mix of everybody's builds. Actually, I got some white streams, one white stream build in here, and Mitch Rob's a couple of his, and then the rest is Kirby.
We're ready to expand again.
Or
Ready to start the fight. Select Expand Shield from the Storm Shield console.
the Vocaloid 9. That's Kirby. So, but I changed the home base so far. I originally, if you saw my Twine home base video, I just had a stall build around the base, is all it was. Just a box, and then wall launchers, floor launchers, and then a big cone. But that doesn't work, so I had to go damage build. So, but this is probably way overkill. And of course I got to get rid of the tires out of here, because they make it so that the husks just walk right over all the sticking traps. Anything that has to do with impact and knockback, it sucks. Like if a husk was to come up this ramp and get hit a couple times by these, that's 1, 2 hits, probably 3, 4, and then it'd probably get into something somewhere else. And then even if they would just walk right across here. I failed on wave 20 in Canny Valley because of that. They were immune to crowd control, and they just walked right across 4 tiles worth of floor traps. 2 tar pits and 2 freeze traps walked right over them, and yeah, I intentionally lost. I could have saved it by shooting them, but when you're testing, you're testing. So I think my home base is done. Got my nice little artwork in here. But we'll go up to Devil Amp here. So this will be a Kirby build here. The Vocaloid 9 on Ridge. This is Ridge Amp. He really likes his block off, but he also really knows what he's doing. If you guys are really, you're joking, right? Okay, well, that lava bomb decided to glitch out. Yoy. I will fix that later. Well, that sucks. Maybe I should fix that now, I guess. Oh, look, I have no structures. Great. What a day. That was not supposed to happen. I must have changed the tile somewhere. I didn't think I did change a tile, but I guess I must have. Sometimes that happens with the lava bombs. They decide to unshift, because you can shift them a certain way by putting floors and stuff here. Like that one. That one's proper. That's this tile here, I believe. And is there one behind it? Yeah. So this tile and that one will shift that lava bomb over here. Otherwise, I think it lands here or something. So, and then there's a second one, which obviously lands right here. And you can shift it out here. But I don't understand why it didn't. Oh well. So I was working on Devil Amp down here is what I was doing. North is Kirby's build. And it seems to work good. These are nature traps on the ceiling. It's recommended to use nature traps if you are on Devil, because you get, I think, two water waves on it. So, but I gotta redo all of this. This is probably one of the best recycling systems I've seen on an amp. That guy's really smart when it comes to all this stuff. So, because Kirby's builds were all basically recycling. He had a couple damage builds, but I think that was just for the home base. But I have to redo all of this. This has all got to get stripped. But I don't really want to touch it just yet. I'm kind of hanging off on Twine here a little bit. I'm doing damage builds for what I think I can do, and then the rest I'm just going to leave. Maybe I might try and add damage into some of them, but just because I don't know, the community is really in an uproar. Everybody's pretty mad about these changes that they just made. So I'm kind of maybe thinking that we're going to get another update and everything's going to be different again. So I'm not really up to changing my whole entire base just to have to change it again. So this is a White Streams build here. This will be pit amp E. The ugly one in the bottom. So, and it has some flaws. The flingers and stuff like to go for these tiles. I believe it's this tile and the sound wall and the ramp actually above the head here. So, and I think if I was to do that, I think that might solve it. I better leave it the way it was. I'll experiment later. So basically, this is just a recycler. But like if you're looking to still use recycling and you want a damage build, what you can do is I ran this for the heck of it after Epic made its changes. I wanted to see how far it would go, and that was before I changed, or after I changed the home base. But I never changed any apps, just the home base was changed, and they were all recyclers, except for Valley C. And all I did was when it was running, going on, I was watching this fail. Epic made their changes, so I just put some ceiling electric fields. I actually put 4 out here and a couple along here, and that was it. And that actually worked for quite some time, but still, once that was like higher waves, 15 or it's higher than 15, I guess. They were making it through here. Just wasn't enough damage. Even after I added back here, I put some zappers back here and stuff, and it needs a total rework if you're going to make it work. You can use the pathing, but you have to do some minor changes. So go away. Instead of pathing them, like blocking this off here and pathing them through a single tunnel, what I believe you do is you get rid of this. I have to watch. Mitch Robs has a better pathing on here than White Streams, but I think he brings them up here, and just the blasters and stuff. The blasters really don't like this path for some reason, and I think he passed them through here and then up the ramp and around the corner and drops them into a tunnel maybe here or something. I'd have to rewatch his pit amp video, but he had some really nice pathing anyway. It was a little bit better than this. And of course, this basically works as like a jail, sort of. So the design around the amplifier here is meant to confuse the smashers and mini boss, because there's nothing down here, absolutely nothing. And over here we have our little geyser, and what that does is these walls here will draw the aggro of the mini boss. So the mini boss, or even a smasher, if a smasher gets in the bottom here, he's going to be like, hey, I'm going to go smash this wall, and he gets stuck in the geyser. And he actually will sit there and do this constantly, and it's hilarious to watch, like the mini boss or smashers and stuff constantly in there. That's funny as heck. So that's what they do. Now, this is bridge. Bridge amp. And these will all be recyclers except for Valley now. So, but this is the Vocaloid 9 again, Kirby. This is his build. And I haven't changed it. And actually they all path up here and this way. So he's pretty smart, that boy. You didn't even have to put block off here to take him not down there. He just got, I think, 3 layers here. Oh, 2. So 2 layers there. And then just this box here, I think, to keep them from going there. And I imagine this might be part of it, this box and that box, because they probably would go angle ways instead of around. And then he just has, for the think it's the assassin husks come this way. The lightning monsters, stuff like that. So there's not a lot that comes in here. It's only a few husks, but you have to have something here for them, and then you just pass them. And then I think the mini boss. Oh no, well, if the odd mini boss might come this way, but they all go the other way. And this is actually where the Sir Lancelot comes in handy. So, because this is a mini boss dancer here, but it's not guaranteed when you get 3 mini bosses at once that all 3 are going to dance. So usually you just stand right here, pull out the old Sir Lancelot, which is this thing. I don't know. I don't have mine rolled up yet, so somebody gave me this one. And then you just have heavy attack energy efficiency on it. And you go like this, and you will poke them in the lava. So that's usually what the guys would do with this build. So sometimes you could let the mini bosses in, but that's not really recommended. You'd be very lucky if you had all 3 dancing. So actually, by the looks of it, looks like it's this wall that they aggro on. Actually, I have to look at the proper one. It's Hill Lamp. We'll check Hill to make sure. But that's the one with the mini boss dancer and lava amp too. Then you get space rocks here on 2 waves as well, so that's why the anti-airs are up everywhere. So, and this will be Hill. This is important to shift the lava bomb out here. If the lava bomb's in its normal spot, it kills a lot of husks. So the further away you get it from their pathing is better. It's the whole point of a reverse cycler, basically, is not kill anything, so the meaner stuff doesn't spawn later. So, but none of this will work anymore. It'll work for the first little bit till they become immune, and then after that they'll just walk right past every single one of these traps. The only thing that's going to hurt them is this thing. And that one. And that's it. They'd walk right past all of this and they'd be right in here. Okay, so this is the mini boss dancer design now that I'm thinking of. So here, it's... Okay, so it's the left wall. Yeah. So when you're looking at it, they aggro on that wall. And they will actually come in here and they will go all the way around this way to try to get through this wall for some reason. It could even be that one that they aggro on, but I'm not sure. It's one of the two, that wall or this wall. And the cone behind it helps. So, but it's not guaranteed anymore. I think Epic's been trying to patch it. Like, depending on the modifier, the mini boss, sometimes they will. I think it's a 50-50 chance. Somebody was saying that they'll dance and sometimes they won't. So it's kind of... Epic's really making it hard for us to AFK everything now. And that's their whole point of their last update, eh? Like, they're trying to get rid of jail builds, and yeah, they're trying to get rid of this while the mission's going on. This is what they're trying to do. So, and then the second side of hill here, which is south. Which way did they come here? They spawn down here. And I think it's this way. Try coming here, maybe? I don't even know. Oh, here it is, here. Ah, there. This is where they go on hill. So he's got them pathed all the way over to here. And of course a recycler. And then down here. But I had to add... I think it was down here. Down here, this wall here is pretty vulnerable. I think it's that one. Because of where my AFK spot is. Used to be right in the center. And Kirby's AFK spot is actually below Valley over here. It's where he used to be, like way out there. That's where he would stand, 8 or 9 tiles up. You want to do one Ventures mission? I guess we can do one, yep. I'm almost done through here anyway. So this is one where he uses the geyser. It's all block off in here and they just run down here. I think I have a request from you anyway. And then here, he just passed them into the geyser. And then they end up in the lava. So this is like a no-trap killing tunnel, which is pretty good. I guess you have a few traps here, like sound walls and stuff, but that's just to keep the propanes off these walls. Then the blasters and propane husks get recycled here. But that doesn't work anymore either. So they eventually go round and round and round here till they don't get recycled anymore, and then they'll walk this path. And then they come down here. And this is the same path the mini bosses take. And I actually thought propane husks were going to come all the way down here and go in, but they don't. They came down here, jumped down here, and started blowing up block off. One on this side came down, and one came down on this side, so. And Valley has a smasher bridge, but I don't believe this works anymore. Same with the tunnel here. The tire traps and freeze traps won't work. Ouch. So it probably needs a change too. And beach, be the same thing. Beach isn't as bad though, because beach is such a long path. Because you knock them down in here, and they got to walk all the way back way over there to get back up here and come back around. So you could almost add a little damage above their heads and stuff here and get away with it. Because I think by the time the husks came back around, the first wave I had it on Valley here, there was like a minute left, not even 30 seconds or something. So I had changed this. This used to be a jail. All the husks would come in here and there's like sound walls and all that stuff. This is Mitch Rob's build here. And this is ramp. Yeah, ramp. But I add damage to it now. Still has the recycling and the jailing, but once they get in here, they die. So that's okay. So then you can do something like this. If you can kill them constantly enough before they get their, whatever you call that, they're immune, then recycling works. And we're back at home base again. Okay, well, I'm going to exit here out of my base. And then I'll see if you're on my friend requests. What's your epic again? Really? And save the world, man, not party royal. Is this you? Oh yeah, that's you. I believe. Let's see what we can go find in here. My own friends. And join up. kind of mission you want to do? Because you're pretty low level, so I don't want to be mean to you. Let's see here. Oh, it can go all the way down. Nice. Oh, hi there. I was just redoing my base. Epic's latest patch wrecked a lot of the traps and stuff, so I've just been redoing my base, my endurance build or whatever, so. I don't want to try a jail, though. Do some killing, I think. That one. Find an encampment mission or something. It's got to have good rewards, though. I think I could probably carry you through that one. What am I? 92? Yeah, we'll go in this one. This one shouldn't be too bad. Yep. Yeah, I was doing that, but then all of a sudden now I'm in a mission, so I'll probably go back in Canny after this. These guys are really going to hurt if you're lower level, so just watch yourself.
Something weird has been happening in this zone.
And then another thing too, I'll wait till they're done talking here.
Whatever's happening, we need to stop it from spreading. When you find an active encampment, be ready to fight until the end. According to my data, we have 20 minutes to neutralize the targets. Search the zone and keep an eye out for any encampments that look angrier than usual. I'll keep an eye out from here. This encampment is not active. There it is.
These lobbers are terrible lately.
One down. Find the next one. The next encampment might be stronger. Make sure your weapons and ammo are ready to go.
Should get some good supplies in here too. Now where are we going? Which way? They're nice and close together.
Found the next one. Check out your map.
That's always a bonus. Haha.
You're done, encampment. This one's looking tough. You can do it. Found one. Check out your map. Keep that streak going. Four in a row. Amazing.
Nice.
Get ready for more, Commander.
They are. They're so close together. That's unbelievable. Usually they're halfway across the map, each one.
That's one. Take it down. 15 minutes to complete the mission.
Haha, you guys are dancing.
Search destroyed. Done.
This one's a ways away.
There it is. This is the big time. Get ready.
Oh, we got nurse husks this time. Ah, I missed it. Just hang on a sec. But you got it, okay. Those heavy explosives are pretty tough. We tried a twine war game today with heavy explosives. Wow. They were mean.
If you keep pushing on, we might clear the zone. That's one. Take it down. Another big fight. Here we go.
Ah, those lobbers are just horrid.
Stay the course. They're against the ropes. Keep it up.
Nothing really worth it in there, but
There it is. Here we go. You know what to do.
ooh, a taker. Oh, it has to be on a hill too, eh? Nice. Here we go.
The zone is cleared.
GG.
Nice work. Let's head home.
Oh, don't worry about it. When you're lower levels, it's all good. I was the same way when I was first in Ventures, because the guy I was playing with was a lot higher than me, so. Ooh, one more level. There. What time is it here? I'll do about a half hour more, and then I gotta go. It's getting pretty late. So we'll go back into Canny again here. Oh, I'm just building in there. There's nothing really to do. Just remember though, don't join if you're not invited, if you don't mind. Because you get the same treatment as Alchemist. I'm not being rude, it's hard to do stuff when people free join off you. Miss Spore had that today. She was not happy. But she was playing BR, so that was different. Yeah, I'm just going to do a little more in here. I think I might finish up one tunnel and let's call it good. We'll see. Oh boy, I can't wait to get Canny all done. It's a lot of work taking all the tire traps out, because that's what does it.
We're ready to expand again. When you're ready to start the fight, select Expand Shield from the Storm Shield console.
I believe that's how it was. Might be different too, because the tile placement might be. Oh no, I'll try it. I don't really get mini bosses much in here anyway. I'll have to look again to see what it was. That should work. 90% of the time the old mini boss usually dies in the tunnel. Unless he's a tank or something, then he won't. So I wanted to actually change the front end of this a little bit. Epic doesn't let you build up here. You can't build there. Can't build there, and you can't build there, which is dumb. Like this here, this is like not really that good anymore. It still works, mind you. On this one it does anyway. It didn't on the other one, but on this one it still works. And if you are in Canny Valley and you're and you have troubles with them coming up this natural ramp right here, make sure that this this floor spike is increased building health. Like this one, the increased building health. That's a big must. And this is about as much as you can put here. There's a hot spot that shows up here, so you can't build. And this has to be a half floor. If that floor is like that, it's going to get blown up. And then I think that's just a regular sound wall. And in behind here is a ceiling. I gotta go up top to show you, because that also has a trap. So on here, which is right behind that sound wall, is a ceiling zapper with increased building health. But I imagine, because nothing really gets in there, you could maybe put this one on top here, but it probably still is better to have the zapper, because it's not perfect. Like, sometimes the smashers will still wreck all of this and try to get up there, and sometimes they succeed. Yeah, Epic's really messing around with the game lately, so they're making it really hard to have a good solid working build. But the increased building health is probably better, and the zapper too, because I think if something does come through here, that zapper is going to zap them. Whereas if you have just a trap on top of the ceiling, there's nothing on the bottom. It's not really recommended. So I don't think I had to change. I was going to do this, but nah, I better not. Yeah, you bet. The Guardian's Will. Sweet. Good choice. It's very handy for like even maneuverability, speed. If you're playing a constructor, somebody that doesn't have double jump, it's awesome. Yeah, you bet. You bet. Yeah, I know it's getting late. It's after 2 in the morning here too, so that's why I figured I'd just do about a half hour yet. Thanks for watching, eh? Good game. Yeah, you have a good night. Hoping all my changes are good. There is one change I do have to do. I changed this a little. Normally the spawn's right here, and they just spawn here. But for some reason they were actually spawning here. So I had to open this up and put a little extra. I've never had troubles with that before. So, spawns wander, you know, a little bit this way, a little bit that way, so it's kind of a going thing. And Epic changes them too. There's always slight little changes you see in the game, stuff you don't notice. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But there is a change I have to make down here. So basically, before Epic did the changes to traps, the tire traps used to be really good for, well, keeping them back, eh? Like, what do you call it? Like knockback or whatever. So what would happen is when you place a tire trap, I have to craft one here to show you. We'll go a little further. I'll just do it on a blank ceiling for an example. So the husks are going to walk that way to our amp. And when you place a tire trap, always make sure, or freeze trap, floor freeze trap and tire traps, if you're going to put them, make sure you always put them so that you're looking the way that the husks walk. So you take your tire trap, and you see the little, that little thing. So basically, every time you place the tire trap, it's going to be in this position. And that's proper. So when these tires drop and hit the husks, they will get staggered this direction. So that thing points the direction it'll knock them back. And somebody found that out just recently. So, and then if you look, for example, these ones are proper. These ones, and these ones. That one is the other way, so it'll knock them out of here. And then, of course, back to where it spawned. That one's right, but this side here is wrong. They're backwards. They're actually knocking them this way. And I didn't know that when I built this tunnel, so that's why they are backwards. This one isn't. This one's the right way, and that one's the right way. But all these are backwards. And every time I ran this, I could never figure out why all these walls here, like this one, and even the floors and stuff around here, were in pretty decent shape. But yet you come to this side, and this wall's broken, gone. This is gone. Sometimes that would be gone, and all this would be severely injured. Sometimes even into here, stuff would be gone, and I could never figure out why. And then after I figured out, or found out from watching that guy's video, that these are backwards, I sat up over there on top of that pillar and watched, and you could see the difference. The big fat husky husks made it from here all the way to here in like 3 seconds, 4 seconds or something. They were already way over there because these traps were actually pushing them this way as well. And over here, it took them like 30 seconds to get in here, just because the traps were pushing them backwards. So it's a huge difference. And for floor freeze trap too, does the same thing. So if you take a freeze trap, and I know it looks the same both ways, but it still matters. So if you take a floor freeze trap, and the husks want to walk this way, obviously, you make sure you put it so that you are facing the same way they walk. And this floor freeze trap will freeze the husk, and then when he comes thawed out, he takes a few steps back. And if it's the other way, he'll get frozen, and then when he thaws out, he'll actually go farther. So we've found out that some traps are directional. So I'm going to change these ones. Oh, it might not have the right perks. Whatever. It don't matter. Actually, technically, I should change this completely, because they wreck our tunnels. So we'll just switch the whole thing. The reason they wreck the tunnels is they hit the husks so many times that they become immune to knockback. And then our wall launchers will not launch them in here no more, or here, or the wall lights as well. Same thing, won't even do anything to them. That's Epic's latest greatest patch, was messing up our game really good. So I don't know what. There's not really much else we could do. So I've just been removing all the tire traps because they have knockback on them. Yeah. And that just doesn't work. So I think I better change this too. Oops, wrong wall. So this is basically what I've been doing to all my trap tunnels, is pretty much get rid of all the tires. This one I might take them all out like I did. A couple of them I did leave them in. Let's see here. Wait, I guess I need to... It's getting late. There we go. Like that one. That one I left one row of tires right at the back though, so that everything got zapped first, and then tires at the back. Can't remember the reason why I left the tires, but I did. So. Oh, there is one other thing I have to change too. I might leave it for now though. It's a flinger trap over there. Them ramps there and stuff. That's for flingers. But I have to change it. It was a recycler. Was. But of course you can only hit this flinger a few times and then he won't get launched no more. Which is just stupid. Okay, so what do we need? 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 18. Oh, 18? I have 19. Sweet. I'm just going to go all durability. 1 reload.
Can't. Wish I could.
I guess you could put the last one there. I don't know if the amp is blocking it. Because you can actually still stand on here, eh? So it might actually block it. Have to test it. Alright. And this is what I was talking about down here. Because flingers on this amp from the north, instead of pathing here and going up that way and or down there, or whichever, I believe they come down here. And you have to have a couple tiles down there as well, otherwise they will go all the way around. Flingers will legitimately walk a mile, a literal mile, to get somewhere to throw. They'll take the whole wave just to get to a spot to throw. So that's why these 2 walls are down here, so that flingers don't go all the way around. Because I think they would go here and then up here, and then they would come around like this and then up here, but we just let them up here instead, and then this way, because this isn't my design, this amplifier. B, both sides are not mine. So this would be for flingers, so they'd come on here and get stuck, launch down. But if there's 2 in a row, like one right after the other, that's what all this extra is for. So, but this actually doesn't even gonna work anymore. So what a guy could do is just build a small little kill box for him. Usually works good. I'm gonna leave this here just for the first one. Could put one there. So 1, 2. That makes makes it a little bit of a longer path when they have to do this, so that's good.
You serious? Sorry.
Yes, I'm serious. So I think I'm gonna go with that's a heavy reload. 12 seconds with no reload perk. That's a lot. So those are usually like back end of a tunnel where there's like smashers only or something, that there's not 100 husks but just 1 or 2. Way more chance of more space between them. Yeah, I know, right? Hey, at least Stonewood still works. I actually got a huge castle in there now, eh? I built a giant castle. I built till I hit the structure limit, and then I trapped it. I haven't tried it yet, though. Like, second go around. The first time I built it, it worked. But I had to smash all the traps off and strip them all and fix 6 tiles and put them back on. Because I missed 4 floors, a ceiling, and 1 other tile somewhere, I believe. So, but yeah, at least Stonewood still would have worked if it was my videos or whatever. Should have, anyways. The tire traps did pretty good damage to him because they still damaged them, so that's a good thing. And I am eventually going to get into Plankerton. One of these days. But now that Epic did this, I have to change an amplifier there. Because there's, well, actually I might not have to. It's a combination of both. I'll have to see and test. Yoy. That's what keeps this game fun, though, honestly. I mean, Epic made us all really mad. Some people are happy, some people are mad. It's a big split in the community. So, but I mean, it keeps it happy. If the game was the same all the time, you'd get bored with it and wouldn't be much else to do. So I don't mind that they break it once in a while. It's a little disheartening, though, that's for sure. Okay, so one dynamo, 2. I made 4. That's okay.
I'll call you Husband.
A lot of these traps as well. All the 130s are going to get derated as well. They turn into 116s. If you use anything higher than 116, it'll derate it. I think sometimes, depending on your perks, you might actually see a 130 in here. But you'd have to have a trap like... I gotta find one. Like a 130 with rolls like this or something, you know. If it was a 130 that had lots of green and blue or even a white in there, it might actually stay 130. Because I know I have seen it once or twice with broadsides. I had some kind of not good broadsides. And then they were 130, but they weren't God rolled. As soon as I God rolled, it changed. I think this is good enough. So this should work. This is definitely better. This is a lot of damage. I don't think the flinger would even make this tile, but I overtrap quite a bit. In case you do get random waves, you know, or even if you get wave 30 down here with a flinger that's 112. Yeah, level 112 is power level of the husks at the end. So in the ceiling electric field, I have it so that it'll start hitting them as soon as it gets here, so they at least get some damage on across the way, plus the extra. All right. I think just because I'm gonna add one there. I've seen them beat on this wall a few times, the big fat husks. So I'm just gonna add that. Must be out of structures. Yep. I think my next change might be this here. These electric fields and stuff. There's a rare spawn that I think is right here. Doesn't happen all the time. It's like real rare. And it's not for B, it's actually for A. And it comes up here. So, and I think they actually want to walk here and down this way. And then down here. So that's why those traps are up there. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I know at least I've never seen it up here. Never have I seen a spawn up top here yet. But this side's got one lots. So here, same thing. These tire traps gotta go. Oh, I was right at the limit. I was perfectly at 0 structures. I might change this again after. For now, I'm just going to start by removing the tires. Let's see what that does. And it probably does get hit quite a bit. I would like to use something like this. Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to have enough durability on it. So I just go safe and I do these. So 8, 3, 6, 8. That was perfect. Because someone else showed me a picture of what they have up here. And they almost have none of this on this side. And the husks still path down that hole. Now I tried a bunch of different things and they still want to always go around the outside here. And I always thought, just hang on, let me finish upgrading here.
No. You serious?
So they spawn here. Oh gee. Excuse me. It is bedtime, but that's okay. So basically, they'll spawn here, but a lot of times, like the assassins, the zappers, and the little guys, and I think the fat ones come this way. Usually they die about here. Some of them actually make it right to the end, but they have like a sliver health left, and they die like the second the trap even looks at them. And then they come out here. So, but lately, since those tires and stuff changed a little bit, they actually were coming right through here. And it was the big fat husks, the gray shirt husky husk. And he actually just jumped down here, and went into here. Because what I thought they were going to do was come over here, and then jump down here, and then do something like this, and walk right in here. It's kind of what I was thinking. But he didn't, so maybe I can get rid of some of this. Change it a little, save some structures. So I really don't have a lot left. I have 0. And even here, like this kill box here, I'm sure I could probably take out this whole back here. All of this. But I want to test it, and it's hard to test this one because this isn't a real busy spawn. Yeah, that's right, yeah. This one here only comes once in a blue moon, so it's hard to test it. You gotta run a lot of runs to test this one, so. And of course, the AFK spot for hiding from takers. And the mini boss as well. And it's 8 or 9 tiles high. And then you're safe. Because if you were to stand like 4 tiles high or something, and you were close to a taker below your feet, he could come up there and get you. But if you're that high, they ignore you. And same with the mini bosses. That's what these stairs here are for, is the mist pod wave. These stairs here. So if there's a mini boss down here, but that's only on wave 29. The mist pods, they're actually different than an actual mini boss. They look the same, but their AI is different. Mist pods go for you. They hunt you down. And normal, regular, everyday mini bosses on any other wave, but the mist pod wave will hunt your structures. Like these walls, any of these walls around your amp. That's what mini bosses take. But the mist pod monsters go for you. So if you're standing way up there, they're going to try and get you. And they usually spawn down in here. There's a bunch of pods, and one comes up there, I believe. One up there on top. One right where this ramp is, so it gets blown up sometimes, and sometimes here in the river, or right on the other side of this wall. There's a whole bunch anyways that spawn all around. I think maybe one over here. But when they hatch, when you let them hatch or whatever, they'll walk up here. Since they're looking to get us, and they're going to come stand right here. Because we're right there, straight above their heads. And then they're just going to come down here and hang out and stand here and look like dummies. So that's the whole point of these stairs. And stuff. So this is kind of a Mitch Rob's build as well. I'm in his Discord. I don't have one of my own or anything. I just joined his community and I kind of hang out in there. So lots of good advice in there. Lots of good people. Really good community. Yeah. And we're basically an endurance server. It's basically what we do is we all just kind of hang out in storm shields and build up in here, and we share our advice, and we have a little bit of a leeching kind of thing going on or whatever. Get an endurance roll, and then if you have it or whatever, then you can leech off other people that have endurances running, and it's kind of nice. And then you share the wealth instead of playing solo all the time or whatever, or looking for help. So well, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I think this is enough for me. So It's got to be. I hope that's enough changes. I still have more to do. I know the spawn trap down there with all the tires is going to be an issue. It may be, I don't know. It passed before, but I never got wave 30 or anything on it. And last time I got wave 30 on this amplifier right here, they came from this direction, from the north. And let's just say the propane husks came in here and got really mad and vaporized everything by the time the wave was over. I basically lost if I wasn't standing there fighting. Because of course your sound wall here has only got 115 uses. And that's not enough even with max trap durability, which is, well, it's 344 if you have Machinist Harper as a lead. And right now I just have her in support, so it's 309. Even with all the maximum trap durability you can get in your survivor squads, your traps still will burn out. Usually the last couple waves, especially the front end ones like this. And sometimes this one here, for some strange reason, the spawn will blow this wall up. I don't know why, because there's a spawn right in here. And all the way across here, and I believe up there for that amp A. And it's also a spawn for C, which is kind of across the back here. So it's a cross spawn. I have two of them, which is really, really ugly, between A and C and D. And I did not, well, I guess I did know it. I just wanted to pick Flex Amp down there, D. I intentionally put it down. It's like one of the hardest amps in the game to defend, pretty much. I think it's harder than Devil Amp, because you got a cross spawn to deal with. You got two sides, not just one. Devil Amp is just one amplifier with two sides. I don't know, but that is twine too, so there is a reason they call it Devil Amplifier too, so. But I am going to change this, I think. What I was thinking of doing was just taking out, like, maybe that tire, and then up to here or something, and those two, and then drop it down and put all ceiling electric fields in a little square here. Just to kind of maybe kill the propane husks a little faster. I already added a gas trap here. I mean, it is hard to know how much damage to put up front, because of propane husk, of course, you probably know, after he gets 30% health left only, he just takes his propane tank, goes and blows everything up. So you got to kind of like judge how much damage you want to put up front, unless you can put lots, and kill them just real quick. And that seems to be the better choice lately, because the propane husks after the update here have changed. They don't do as much damage when their tank blows up, but they aggro way faster. For some reason, they get really mad quicker. So it seems like you're almost better off to do a little more damage out front and kill them faster, kind of. So that's what I've been doing. That's why I'm changing everything. And plus these here get rid of all the crowd control ability on your husks in your tunnels. So that's no good. So I'm gonna be getting rid of some of the tires anyway. So far it's been okay. I haven't had troubles. But I can just imagine once I get about 5 or 6 or 7 random waves on the same spot in here, then it's going to be an issue. Because then this wall light, wall launcher, all that stuff doesn't work. And I really hope Epic reverts their changes, but I don't know. Something tells me they might not. Or they might make it 10 times that a husk can get hit with a launcher instead of 5. I don't even know. Somebody said this morning that it wasn't even 5 anymore. So Epic's made, I think, 2 or 3, I think it's 2 AI changes in the game in the past 3 days, something like that. It wasn't yesterday, but it was the day before, and the day before I think was 2 small updates, and I bet you it was AI changes, just real minor. Same with the storm shield here too. Isn't my build either. The south and the west, that's Mitch Rob's. I've changed a little bit. Like I think there actually was ramps here across. I'm a purist though, so I use these. But there is a difference there too. Now if you come down here, where's that amp? Here it is. And if you get wave 9 is hotspots. You get them little bubbly things coming out of the ground. There is one right here. And I believe there's another one. I think there's 2 down here. One here and one up there or something. Anyways, so this is a stair. If you have a edited cone right here, the hotspot will blow it up. But if you have stairs like this, the hotspot won't blow it up. And I think the reason for that is these little pegs right here. You can see that little I-beam peg sticking out on the corners? That's from the ramp, and it actually sticks into the ground a little. Whereas stairs, they look like they're, I gotta find an upper stair, but stairs don't have that. Not that I know of, it doesn't look like they do. I think that's the difference. Yeah, it looks like it's totally level or whatever. The I-beam is there, of course, on the side, but it doesn't stick down. And I think that's why the hotspots don't touch it. I'm thinking. Because they do hang down just a little bit. And I might actually change this completely, because I'm not really happy with this side over here. I don't know, it always gets damaged up front here. Always. Usually this is injured, this is injured, this is missing. You can't put a wall here, because the spawn will just blow it up. These ones usually are safe. This one stays, and these two. But anything kind of in this corner area or out here doesn't work. So, and if you didn't have A, which would have been a nice bonus for me, then you could build 2 about here. I think it's 2 tiles, one there, and then the spawn's back there, and then the spawn, of course, for A here is gone, but yeah, not in this one. My alt has that, eh? I don't have A in my other account. I have the one south of C, right below this amp here. So in my other account, it goes like this. This is A in my other account, and B is B. C is right here, Imp Amp. This is Imp. And of course, I couldn't help but resist and put this down for D. Because I like this amp. This one's fun. It's really, really hard to defend, to get a good working tunnel. To the north anyway. North is the hardest, coming from the north. And the cross spawn. When they spawn out here and go that way on C, that can really get gruesome. Because the hot spots will come in here. There'll be one here and it'll break all this. And one up here somewhere, and so you can't put walls here, or there, or there, or there, and you can't put floors here, because it just gets broken. And I mean, it's a 50-50 chance, right? 50% chance that you're going to get east or north, so you could leave the stuff in here, thinking that it'll save you, but I mean, I don't really do that. Oh yeah? Sweet, well thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna be in Plank one of these days. I will, and yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty busy, like in real life or whatever. I got a little boy too. He's 3 years old, so he takes a lot of my time too sometimes. So it's hard to keep up with the content. But I really like this game. This game's awesome. It's probably been my favorite game in all my years. So yeah, probably absolute favorite. It's so diverse. There's so much stuff you can do in here. So much. And I mean, I've played for a year now, 371 days. And I still have a lot of guns to go through. You could play forever, really. And like traps too. I like my traps. A lot of them aren't that useful anymore. Like all these wall launchers, they're useful, but they're nothing like they used to be. My whole plan was to go into Twine and make a nice build for it, and that's why I got all the wall launchers and floor launchers. And I wasn't really going to do recycling, but I was going to do like a hybrid, a little bit of recycling and a little bit of damage. Because I find a recycling boring. If you just make a plain old tunnel where they just do endless circles, that's boring. I like seeing like damage numbers. They just gotta die. So that's kind of my play style. I can build a recycler, but that's not my thing. So yeah, this is the home base. So I actually made quite a few changes today. Actually, quite a few. So, but I'm not gonna test it today. It's almost 3 in the morning, so I'm gonna cut off for the night. You guys have yourself a good night, evening, day, depending what time it is for you. So thanks for watching, and yeah, if you guys want another guy to watch, look up Alchemist Lion. He's one of the guys in the Discord there too. He's really good. He's got some new videos out. I think he's just kind of starting up a YouTube channel. He might have had one, but he's starting to put some content out again. And he's got a couple good hero loadouts. And yeah, I like him. He's really good. He does good content too, so I would recommend him. Same with Mitch Robs. That's Alchemist and I are both in his Discord. And yeah, I've got some of Mitch's tunnels in here, like the Storm Shield and Northwest Amper Mitch's, and a little bit of C, wherever it is here. That one from the north. A little bit of that is Mitch's as well. So, well, yeah. Who else? And if you guys are looking for like maybe help or something like that, I know what's his name? Steady. They call him Steady, but it's like Steady Aim 12 THO or something like that. He's on Twitch anyway. He streams on Twitch, and he seems like a pretty good dude too. So, and there's actually lots of other guys too. If you're looking for weapons reviews or anything like that, or heroes, or something like that, A1 Get This Money. I like that. I like him. He's awesome. He's very helpful. And then Beast. He's good for his daily videos. He puts out a video every day, tells you what's in the shop, goes through the missions. He does weapon reviews, like top 10s, and stuff like that. So he's also good. There's lots of us out here. So, and I watch lots of them too. I try to legitimately watch Beast's video every day on the missions, and he'll tell you if there's V-Bucks out there, or if there's a good weapon or something. He'll give recommendations, So, and then A1 there, well, he's just good for lots of humor. He's awesome. He does real good weapons reviews and hero reviews and all that, but he always throws a little meme here and there, or some funny stuff. So he's pretty good. He's really good, actually. He's like, I think he's got upwards of 180,000 subscribers, to tell you the truth. 178, 180 or something. He's got lots. Yeah. So, but I'm going to quit rambling and I'm going to bed. So, you guys have a good night. And I will probably be back streaming again tomorrow night, I think. Maybe a little bit in the afternoon for an hour or so. And then probably back at night again. So, and then I'm probably going to carry on in here. I might run a test and stream the test run. We'll see. Who knows what I'm doing during the day too. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. Good evening.